CFL Park Hopper here, and today I'm back at Universal Orlando, and I've been coming to the park off and on since they opened up in June. It is now late August, and I'm really interested to see how the park is doing and if they're doing well. So let's go check it out. Universal. All summer it's been very light crowds, walk-on rides. Today the lines are long. A lot of these things like the roller coaster here, like the Rip Ride Rocket, this thing is like a 2-hour wait sometimes today. A lot of things have 75-minute waits, hour waits, and they've implemented virtual queue into a lot of lines, which means that you can get a pass on the Universal Orlando app for the ride. What you do is you just check out on the wait times for the apps, the wait times for the ride, on the app, and some of them will say virtual queue. If you click that, then it'll give you a virtual time to come back and ride the ride. So, very busy day. So I am encouraged by this crowd here because this shows me that Universal is doing a great job, and I will tell you that I have felt safe every single time I've come to Universal since the very first day that they opened back on June 5th. They've had great protocols in place to keep everyone safe. Masks are required. They do a great job in mask enforcement, just reminding people, keep your mask on over your nose and mouth. And because they've been doing it from day one, I just see most people comply, and they just do it. They have social distance markers on the ground, like here you can see them in front of the Today Cafe. They have them in every ride line, and people do a great job of standing on their marker and maintaining that 6-foot distance. There's hand sanitizer everywhere. I always see people cleaning. Hello. Hi. I always see people cleaning. Just doing a great job here. So I'm really encouraged to see this kind of a crowd. I've mostly been coming on weekdays during the summer because I'm a teacher and I'm off all summer. So I spend my weekdays coming out to the parks. And it's been very light crowds, but now school just started back here in Orlando. And so now I'm back to coming on weekends, and it's really busy. Now here's 2 reasons why I think the weekends are gonna be busy. One, the majority of the crowd coming to the parks right now is like me, a Florida resident and typically a pass holder. That has been the majority of the crowds coming to the parks. And so, parents and things are gonna work on the weekdays, and they're gonna come as a family on the weekends. The other thing too is that here in August, they've changed the park hours and they're limiting them. So Universal Studios here, where we are right now, is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. only. And then Islands of Adventure, the park next door, and we'll go there in a little while, is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's on the weekend. That's early. On weekdays, Universal Studios is 9 to 5, and Islands of Adventure is 10 to 6. So I a lot of times like to come to the parks in the evening. Here's Bart Simpson. And sometimes even after work. That does not give me really any time to get here and do anything if they're going to be closing up 5 and 6 in the evening. So I think because of that, it's going to push more people to coming on the weekend because they're just not going to be able to come take advantage of the hours in the evening. Now, granted, during the regular normal time, if it wasn't COVID, yes, the parks would close earlier once school got back in. But I could still usually come for a couple of hours. To me, it just seems a little bit even more restrained, or restricted, I guess, than normal. So I think that's why you're going to find the weekends a little more busy. And, the crowd then is encouraging to see. But if you're coming on a vacation this fall, definitely plan for weekdays. Because, man, that's going to be glorious. Now, as we're talking about vacation, let's talk about their resorts. So Universal now has like 6 or 7 resort hotels. So they've built up a lot of hotels in the last couple of years. And only 3 of them are going to be in operation right now. So they have the Hard Rock Hotel is open, the Royal Pacific Hotel is open, and Cabana Bay Beach Resort is open. And the rest of them are going to be closed through the rest of 2020. So that tells me they don't have a lot of out-of-town guests coming in. They don't have the demand for the hotels. The Madagascar penguins, how cute. So that tells me it's definitely more local crowd that wouldn't access hotels. Because otherwise they'd have more open. So it's easy to think, well, they're not very busy. They must not be doing very well. But I just think it's that we don't have a lot of people ready to travel yet from other areas. You know, I don't feel comfortable to get on a plane and travel somewhere else right now. I'm coming here because I live here and it's easily accessible for me. I already have annual passes and I can just drive right over here within a few minutes. So that's the big difference. But it is good to see this much crowd in the park. And it shows that people have put their trust and faith to know that they're going to be safe when they come here. And here's a sign that says face masks are required. And again, people just do a great job of following it. I think because they've implemented it from day one, and again, you have a lot of pass holders and Florida residents who've been coming since day one. I think when people follow the rules from the get-go and they're demonstrating it to others, it helps other people follow the rules right away too. So I think because they've done a great job from day one, all their policies are just becoming routine, let's say. It's very routine for me when I come here now. It's like I understand the rules. I gotta have my mask on. I gotta stand 6 feet away on the marker. I know I'm gonna get hand sanitizer before every ride. You just get used to that routine, and it's gonna help the touring guests coming from other states, I think, to feel more safe coming here, because the people coming here are gonna be practicing those social distance things. So if that makes sense. So, but I hope you can see from this crowd walking around, there is a lot of people out. Woo, Bumblebee tacos. Now, one thing that they're not doing this fall, which is a huge disappointment to most people, is Halloween Horror Nights, and that would normally take place in this park in Universal Studios. They're not going to be having Halloween Horror Nights due to everything going on with COVID-19. And a lot of people were disappointed, but I think it's in the best interest of everyone because, you know, you want it to be a really cool event when they have it. And this was supposed to be the 30th anniversary. And, you know, it's going to be different. Let's put it that way. You're going to have to wear a mask and social distance. So they're just going to postpone it for the year. And while that's disappointing, it's nice to know that it'll pick up next year and be back. And, you know, we'll be able to celebrate properly with their, hopefully they'll just do their 30th celebration next year, you know, and that kind of thing. So that is the one disappointment. But since I've been coming this summer, they have been doing a great job of giving things to the pass holders. And I think it's because they know that's their main crowd coming right now. So they are having pass holder appreciation days right now, which they have every year from mid-August to mid-September. And they're, you know, they're trying to give things to the pass holders to give them incentive to come. They're also doing a Florida resident ticket right now where you can buy a day. Basically, you get 2 parks for the 2-park ticket for 1 day, and you can come the rest of 2020. So, trying to get more people in the door. And when I was coming in, I saw a sign that said you can upgrade that pass to an annual pass and get 3 months free. So they really understand that their local market is who they have to cater to right now to stay in business. And I think that that's a wise business move. Here's Christy. Understanding that, you know, a lot of people still aren't ready to travel from other places. So you got to take advantage of the market that you have. So overall, I would give Universal an A. I would give them an A from the beginning. I've always felt comfortable, like I said, coming. And there's another sign, 6 feet social distance. And I just think they're doing a great job. So let's head over to Harry Potter area here at Universal Studios, Diagon Alley. And let's just check out the crowds in there, because all summer, I've been able to walk right into Diagon Alley. No crowds, but with the crowd that I'm experiencing around the park, I'm curious to see what it's like in Diagon Alley. Let's go. All right, so we're in Diagon Alley, and this is the line to get butterbeer. Pretty far out here. Check it out, they have social distance markers where you can stand to watch the show. Pretty awesome.
Special Country United. Always number one. Always number one.
Here's the ride, Escape from Gringotts, and it's a 90-minute wait right now. I have literally almost walked on this all summer long. So that is something. 90 minutes, wow. Now, you know, I'd say it's crowded, but it's not crazy. Like, there's been times where I can't even get through this area. I can still walk safely. So they're definitely still at the capacity, or under what they projected for capacity. It's just that I think all summer they've been way under capacity, and now they're kind of like getting closer to their capacity, if that makes sense. And their capacity right now is cut in half from what they can normally allow in. So if that helps you kind of figure it out. So I still have felt safe walking around all day today, even though it's busier than it's been. There's still plenty of room to maneuver and get around. And like I said, I've been here where I can't maneuver, if that makes sense. So it's still been pretty good that way. All right, let's head back out into Universal Studios. Okay, so now, as I was mentioning, it is Pass Holder Appreciation Month, and so they do specialty food items on certain menus at certain quick service restaurants and certain sit-down restaurants for pass holders to come and get a special treat throughout the Pass Holder Appreciation time. And here at this restaurant, this is Louie's Pizzeria. We're gonna come around to the front side of it here. They have pizza fries, and pizza fries are like a huge staple of Halloween Horror Nights. So it's kind of like, you know, we're not having Halloween Horror Nights, but we're still gonna give you the pizza fries, everyone's favorite thing at Halloween Horror Nights to eat. And they're on the special pass holder menu. So this is Louie's, and here's how quick service is working right now. You don't just walk into quick service restaurants and get in line like you used to. Instead, they want you to order on your phone through their app. So again, as I was talking about the virtual line queues earlier on the Universal app, you're gonna use the Universal app to order food. And you're gonna get on the mobile order, and then for the restaurant that you're at, and then you're gonna order through the phone. They're also having you stand outside. As you see these social distance stickers, they'll have you get in line if there is a line, and wait, and then they'll give you a table when it's available. So it's kind of like a mix of quick service and sit-down dining, because you order your food on the mobile app, and then you get seated by an attendant, and then someone brings you your food to your table. So it's a way for them to maintain social distance in the restaurants, and they only let in so many people at a time, so they would have you stand outside and wait for tables that way, and also not be crowding up at the front of the restaurants in quick service lines as well. So they've been doing it that way all summer, and I find it awesome because it's kind of a way to have a sit-down meal without actually, you know, paying the price of a sit-down meal. So I'm headed into Louie's right now to try some pizza fries. So let's go. All right, everyone, here's the glorious pizza fries. Let me give them a taste. So they're absolutely delicious. It's basically like fresh French fries, and then they put pizza toppings on top of it. Cheese, pepperoni, sausage, all the nice herbs and flavors that you'd have on a pizza. It's absolutely delicious. So I loved these at Halloween Horror Nights last year. And then over in Islands of Adventure, they now do them at the Green Eggs and Ham store, but they do them on top of tater tots, and they're good, but this is just the best with the regular French fries. So Louie's here. I'm so glad that they're doing this here as a pass holder tribute and a little Halloween Horror Nights tribute. It's so nice. So absolutely delicious. If you can come during this season here to Universal Studios, I highly recommend it. They're here at Louie's, and it's like a pass holder item on the menu, but I think anybody can order it. All right, so those pizza fries are amazing. Now, on the subject of Halloween Horror Nights, as I said earlier, they're not going to have Halloween Horror Nights this year, but they have put up the tribute store, and this thing is absolutely amazing. It's a super neatly themed store with all kinds of Halloween stuff, so it has a line right now. That's how popular it is. We're going to get in line. Let's go in the tribute store. All right, Alright guys, so we are coming into the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Gonna get dark real quick here. It's kind of like a maze. First. Woo! Pretty neat. They go all out with this tribute store every year. And it's just really special that they're having this, even though they're not having actual Halloween Horror Nights. Kinds of hats and merchandise, I guess. That kind of looks like stuff from Mardi Gras still. Ooh. The Franken mold, does he take cards? Okay, thank you. So check this out, guys. You can get a Franken mold, and I think I'm gonna do it. Oh, it even does the heck. Yeah, it does cards. So I'm gonna do it. Let me pause. All right, so we're gonna be getting the Frankenstein. Here he comes. Check it out, guys. Frankenstein. So cool. Hanging out in this part of the store, waiting to go to the next part. We're just basically in Frankenstein's lab, it looks like. They have all kinds of shirts and things that you can get. That one's kind of cool. More shirts. They have so much merchandise. It's incredible. Fun. Okay, so now we're in the next room. Oh boy. Look at this one. That's pretty cool. You can even get masks. We have artisan skulls. Check out the whole wall of jack-o'-lanterns. Pretty neat. Get a signature poster. Here they are. These are the different ones they have. Cups. All kinds of stuff. Magnets. More masks. Pretty neat. Check these out. You can get these like full-blown head masks. Huh. Pretty cool. Oh, the Demogorgon down here. They even have Funko Pops. This out. That's that cat. Oh boy, we're gonna go underneath it. I hope he doesn't eat us. Some more posters. So cool. The posters on the wall are of different Halloween Horror Nights things that have happened in the past. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then there's also like profile images. Like,
Yeah.
Hey Carlos,
Yes.
Some more.
do you want to grab that? It's a while to pick up. That's been there.
Where?
Year 16. So again, this year would have been year
Alright, so
30.
just to confirm, everybody waiting in line here is waiting for the food offerings. Room 3.
So because this was going to be year 30, this is a really neat tribute store to all the years so far. And again, I hope that next year is just year 30 and not year 31, and they get to do it properly. Here's a little bit better light to see our Frankenstein mold.
I remember her, but like I never went.
Here was last year. Okay, so the third room here in the tribute store is a bakery. I have a feeling that maybe this was a lot of the treats and things that they were going to have at Halloween Horror Nights, so now they're selling it in the bakery. Yum. So when we get up close, we'll see what we get. Meanwhile, check it out. Look at the saxophone. Haunted house. All kinds of old props and stuff in here make it look really creepy. Old piano. Ah, cool. Check it out. Okay. So we have the Beating Heart Sour Gummy. Then we have the Werewolf Chocolate Cake Pop. Look at the eyeball.
Red velvet, the cake pop.
Zombie cookie dough at the bottom here. Yum. Severed lime slime on top here. The key lime custard. And they have all kinds of tribute donuts up here. Maple bacon donut. The white chocolate mummy pretzel. They have a vegan Oreo brownie skull. The stripped pretzel hot dog. All kinds of yumminess. Alright, we're moving on to the last room, guys. So, this diver helmet and a French horn. Very interesting. And the last room is Beetlejuice. Check this out. Very cool. Very neat. They have Beetlejuice shirts. Beetlejuice mask. You can get a mask essentially for everything here. Oh no, it's Snake Beetlejuice. Look out. Look at this. Ha. Very cool.
Stay for the room.
That creepy. So the tribute store, guys, is just a ton of fun. And again, they do it every year, and I'm so glad that they're having it this year, especially since they're not having actual Halloween Horror Nights. So that's pretty neat. All right, we're back out in the daylight. We survived. I'm gonna find a place to check out our snacks. All right, so I did get the zombie cookie dough. He's kind of hard to see. He does have like a little face and all of that. But I think I'm gonna wait till I get home to try this stuff out to eat. And then we got an eyeball cake pop, and it's upside down. Oh no! There it is. All right, so I'm gonna try these at home, and I will give you a review when we get there. But let's head over to Islands of Adventure. All right, so the first snack we got, it looks like a red velvet cake pop with the eyeball. Let me smell. It smells kind of like strawberry or raspberry. Let me give it a taste. All right, guys, so as you can see, that did not last long. That was pretty delicious. The cake was really moist and nice. It was a nice red velvet cake with a nice buttercream frosting. And the eyeball had the berry flavor. How interesting is that? It was like a berry gummy, but it was like an eyeball. It was really cute. So I would definitely recommend getting that. And next up is the zombie cookie dough. All right, and here's the zombie cookie dough. It got a little melty, so the candies kind of are a little runny. But it's a cookie dough, and it looks like it's got Oreo in the bottom. Down here you can see it, and I'm guessing this is like a strawberry jelly. So I bet this is going to taste good, even if it doesn't look that great anymore. So let me give it a try. All right, so I just went ahead and put it in a bowl. It's delicious. It's basically like just regular cookie dough, and then it is Oreo all around it and strawberry jam. That's pretty tasty. And it does have like candy corn pieces in it too. So I highly recommend trying the zombie cookie dough. It's very good, very original. I like both treats I had. I'm definitely going to try to go back to that tribute store and get some more stuff before the season's over. All right, everyone. So we've made it over to Islands of Adventure. And I'm here at the beginning of the park, looking out at the brand new Jurassic Park roller coaster. This this coaster is still unannounced. Can you believe it? They still haven't officially said what it is, but I'm gonna tell you, when the park opened back up June 5th, there was only a little bit of track, and boy, they sure have a lot done now at the end of August. They have worked diligently. Every time I have come to the park this summer, there is more coaster track built, and I kind of think now the entire track is now put together, and they are working on the building. If you can see that over there. I think they're working on the like, I don't know if that's just gonna be where the line is and where the ride's gonna start, or if you're gonna go through the building on the ride. And over here we have Hogsmeade and Seuss Land. And here is the Incredible Hulk coaster doing its loop. Here's the rest of the Hulk track right by us. Let's see if we can see another one come out of the building. And there's Dr. Doom. Oh, wait, here. So I bet another Hulk coaster is about to launch. So while I wait, Islands is very similar to Studios as far as busyness for this Saturday. Hulk right now has a 140-minute wait. That's over 2 hours for the Hulk. This is the busiest again that I've seen it all summer. Islands of Adventure has typically been busier than Universal Studios, and I think it's because they have the Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure here over in Hogsmeade in the Harry Potter area, and I'll walk over there. We're gonna take a whole loop of this park. But that ride just opened last year. Here it comes, whee! There we go. Woo! And through the loop. Such a good ride, you guys. So the Hagrid's Magical Motorbike Adventure over in Hogsmeade opened last summer. It's only a year old. And so since that ride is very, very new and still getting a lot of attention, this park to me has been busier this summer. So let's take a stroll around Islands of Adventure and see how they're doing. Now, again, with the hours that Universal has now put into place, Islands of Adventure doesn't open until 10 in the morning, and they stay open on the weekend until 7 p.m. On the weeknights, it's 6 p.m. So they are running shorter hours, which in the middle of the day is gonna make this park feel more crowded, especially on a weekend, because most of the park goers, as I said earlier, right now are Florida residents. They are gonna be local pass holders, and if they have to work during the week, then they're gonna be coming on the weekend, like I am. So, if you're coming on vacation, obviously, as I said a little bit ago, weekdays are gonna be better for this kind of stuff, but you know, some people can only do the weekends right now. So these parks are gonna be busier just due to the nature of their hours, I think, for sure. So here's Amazing Adventure of Spider-Man, and it looks like it's about an hour wait right now. And here is Captain America and Spider-Man doing meet and greet here, hanging out. So that's pretty cool. And it is crowded. This to me feels more like, you know, what it normally feels like at the theme parks. But I'll tell you, I still feel safe. Everyone that I have seen so far wearing their masks. They maintain the social distance. A lot of people are really good about sticking onto the stickers, staying 6 feet away in the lines. I have never really felt unsafe at Universal since they've opened in June. I just feel like they've done a great job of instilling the policies, and people are doing a great job of following them. As I said, the majority of the crowd coming right now are local Floridians, pass holders, people like me who've probably been coming a lot of the summer. And I think when you have people coming and they've been experiencing the rules, if they can model those rules to others that are new, you know, it helps the new people fall in line. So I definitely do feel like it is pretty safe, even though it's getting crowded and more busy, you know, than I've seen it all summer. There's part of the top of Jurassic Park coaster. on top of that tree. You guys see it right there. That's gonna be a fun ride when it opens. So we're now in Toon Lagoon, where they have Popeye and Dudley Do-Right. That's Popeye straight ahead. You get extremely soaked on the water rides here. I mean, you'll be head to toe drenched, heads up for that. So I'm not gonna get wet, I don't think, because it looks like rain. But I love to ride these when it's really hot and sunny out. And again, Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure is probably the most popular ride in all of Universal right now. And it usually always has a virtual line queue. And it gets full very quickly, especially on busy days like today. Your best bet to get a virtual line queue for Hagrid's is to start checking right around the 15-minute mark before the park opens. So since the park right now is opening at 10, I would start checking around 9:45, 9:50. What I've noticed is kind of in correlation. Once they start opening the turnstiles and letting people in the gate of the park is about when that virtual line queue goes live. And that's usually around 15 to 10 minutes before the park opens. So just be prepared for that. Now, with that being said, here's the entrance. Universal Studios is opening at 9. For resort guests and pass holders, it's opening at 8 with early park admission. You can be inside Universal Studios and at about 9:45, 9:50 still get a Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure virtual line pass. So just so you know that you don't have to be inside Islands of Adventure. You can be in the other park. You can even be in the parking garage or on City Walk and get it. So that's just a way to help you out. Now, I have heard that on the days where it's not so busy, probably on weekdays right now, they are just doing regular line. So if you're coming on weekdays, you may not even have to mess with virtual queue. You may just be able to get in a regular line and come in. It's a lot of fun though. It is a roller coaster. It does go fast, but it's pretty family friendly. I should have looked back here for the height requirement. I want to say it's 48 inches for the height. So, but you get to ride either on the actual motorbike or in the sidecar for the motorbike. And both experiences are a lot of fun. My favorite is the actual motorbike itself. So, but it is a fun ride. All right, and we've made it over here by Hogsmeade. Now, this is the train that would take you over to Universal Studios. So if your pass is a park hopping pass, you can ride the train back and forth between each park. It's a park hop, and it's a really unique experience. Each side of the train is a little bit different. So check it out if you have that park hopping pass. It is well worth it. Right now, it's about a 30-minute wait to get on the train. But we're gonna keep walking because we gotta head down to Seuss Land. Now, one sad thing that has happened is they have closed up some rides. And it's just been as of recent in the last couple of weeks. Probably because with the amount of crowd they've been getting, it's really not worth to keep them all open. And Poseidon's Fury here at Islands of Adventure is one of those rides. So if this is one of your favorites, it is a pretty neat walkthrough attraction. It is closed for the time being. I don't know when they're gonna bring it back. You know, it almost makes sense to open these rides on Saturdays while it's busy, but maybe they just can't, you know, see the point of that right now. And I understand they got to do what's best financially. This has been a very rough season. So, but just a heads up, some rides are closed, but it's really not many. It's over here at Islands, it's Poseidon's Fury. That might be the only one here at Islands. And a couple over at Studios. The Fast and Furious ride at Studios is closed. The Kang and Kodo's Twirl and Hurl is closed over at Studios. And I don't know, not that much stuff. Stuff that's not overly popular, basically, okay? Not any big ticket rides, for sure. They're all open. All right, we're making it to Seuss Landing, and just in time, because it's getting cloudier and cloudier. There's Marvel Superhero Island across the way. I love this park because it has such good views of the rest of the park wherever you're at. It's a well-built park. I really like it. So. This is the most crowded I've seen Seuss Land in a while. So. This part of the park has been pretty empty all summer. But This is the home to the kid area, as you can see. But I love to come over here. It's so creative over here. If you're a fan of Dr. Seuss and all of the stories, just walking through the shops is fun. Trying some of the candy over here in the candy cookers. They have some neat stuff here. Here on this high in the sky Seuss trolley train, you can see a really good bird's eye view of the entire park. So that's a lot of fun if you just want something slow and relaxing. Right now it's only a 15-minute wait, so that's awesome. That would be worth it right now. The truffle of trees and the carousel over there. So much fun. Coming up, we have one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, and the Cat in the Hat ride, which is great. Definitely take advantage and do the Cat in the Hat ride when you come here. It's so much fun. Well, everyone, that's going to end our day here at Universal Orlando. The park has just been doing a great job, like I said, since they opened in June. I feel very safe here. Most people do a great job of following the mask rules, and if they aren't, Universal is quick to correct. So I feel very safe coming here. The social distancing markers on the ground really help you navigate and keep social distance. They keep it very clean. I'm always seeing people cleaning here. I would highly recommend coming to Universal. It's very, very safe. And I think they've been doing a great job, and it's so encouraging to see more people in the parks. It just shows, you know, this is gonna come back. Orlando is gonna survive. So with that being said, thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. Thanks for watching.